Scientists at the National Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta today released the results of a study which shows that the lifestyle of some male homosexuals has triggered an epidemic of a rare form of cancer.
I was in the fast lane at one time in terms of the way that I lived my life, and now I'm not.
Researchers are now studying blood and other samples from the victims, trying to learn what is causing the disease, which affects mostly homosexual men, but has also been found in heterosexual men and women. So far, they have had no luck.
Every day, 3 more cases are identified, and yet still, surprisingly few people are familiar with the Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome, or the acronym by which it's frequently identified, AIDS.
You'd go out to the bar one weekend, you'd see your friends. The next week, maybe somebody wasn't there. He wasn't feeling good. The next week, you heard he was in the hospital, and the next week, he was dead. And it happened that fast.
The probable cause of AIDS has been found, a variant of a known human cancer virus. We now have a blood test for AIDS. With the blood test, we can identify AIDS victims with essentially 100% certainty.
ACT UP strategy has been enormously successful in getting the Food and Drug Administration to loosen the regulation of new drugs for AIDS. Playwright Larry Kramer started ACT UP to accelerate the AIDS drug approval process.
Nobody knows what to do next.
I will now become a spokesman for the HIV virus.
Doug Ames,
Karen Hesley,
David S.,
Renee Constantine.
The rate of new HIV cases tends to be higher in the African American and Latino communities.
Easy-E is hospitalized unaware he had been infected with the AIDS virus.
Highly active antiretroviral therapy, or HART, a cocktail of medicines. It was the first time that we were able to see folks actually improve rather than just stay stable. We've had a significant increase in the life expectancy of folks who are diagnosed with HIV. APO is very proud of the fact that over 90% of our patients are virally suppressed, which means that our patients living with HIV cannot pass HIV on to another person. Their virus is completely undetectable in their bloodstream. Our medicines are easy to take, they're incredibly powerful, they're well tolerated, and provide folks an opportunity to live an absolutely normal life.
Karis, who is HIV negative, begins his day with PrEP, short for pre-exposure prophylaxis, which reduces the risk of transmission of HIV by more than 90%.
Today, a diagnosis of HIV will not shorten your lifespan as long as we can get you on meds, and that will help us end this epidemic.